Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we are diving back into some more of my queen, my goddess, my end-all be-all, the one, the only Miss Kelly Clarkson, and some more of her Kellyoke segments. Season 3 is right around the corner, so I'm trying to catch up as much as I possibly can on the ones that I've missed. And some of these you guys have put down in the comments repeatedly, be like, hey, react to this, and I just haven't gotten to them yet, and some of them I just came across on my own. So we're just going to dive on into these. So the first one is one that has been requested a number of times. And every time I see it pop up in the comment section, I'm like, I've reacted to this. I swear I've reacted to this. And I'm like, nope, I've reacted to her covering a different Martina McBride song, or it was a different country song, or whatever. So we're finally getting into this. It is Miss Kelly Clarkson covering Martina McBride's A Broken Wing. This is such a classic song as far as I'm concerned. I love this song, and I'm so excited to see what Kelly does with it. So we're just going to dive on in.
She loved him like he was.
Yes, she did.
The last man on earth. Gave him everything she had.
Come on, girl.
He'd break her spirit down, come loving up on her. Give a little, then take it back.
Sing, girl.
She'd tell him about her dreams, he'd just shoot them down. Lord, he loved to make her cry. Said, you're crazy for believing that you'll ever leave the ground. He said, only angels know how to fly. And with a broken wing, she still sings. She keeps an eye on the sky. With a broken wing, she kept her dreams. Then you ought to see her fly.
Come on, girl.
Then you ought to see her fly.
You better belt your face off, girl. Belt your face off. Yes, ma'am. Okay, that was a fantastic start to this Kellyoke section. I'm super excited. Super excited. Yeah, what I love about it is I loved the verse. I mean, I loved everything about it, but the verse for me is the part of the song, at least for this particular song, it's a part where the singer really gets to make the song their own, and you really get to see the artistry of the singer. You get to see the artistic choices that they make, and just how they make the song their own. Because when it comes to the chorus, yeah, you can do some changes here and there, but it's pretty much almost set in stone, like you're just belting your face off the whole chorus. And with a broken wing, she still sings, keep an eye on the sky, with a broken wing. Like the whole time you're just basically just belting that whole thing, and you can change some things here and there, but it's basically you're just belting that whole thing within the melody line. So that particular, of course, there's not as much room for interpretation as there is in the verse. The verse, and Kelly illustrated that perfectly, because I know the song very, very well. I've watched a number of people cover the song. I've watched a number of people cover it on American Idol. I've watched a number of people sing it here, there, and everywhere. Like I've heard very many renditions of the song, but the verse more or less seems pretty similar in the couple, renditions that come to mind that I've heard. So here, like Kelly, she did a lot of subtle, nuanced changes to it, and there was just this soul, this natural innate soul quality that her voice has that was shining through in those low easy parts during the verse. And then she even got to that one point in the song where she, hold on, I'm looking.
Said you're crazy for believing that you'll ever leave the ground.
That you're crazy for believing part, because like normally people will sing it, because the way it's recorded, they just sing it pretty much the same sort of straight lower way that they sang the rest of the verse. You're crazy for believing you'll never meet the ground, and the angels know how to fly. But she took the "you're crazy" up a bit and was giving me the impression that, okay, she's just gonna do like almost like an octave flip here and then belt out the rest of this verse and then go into the chorus belting. But then she didn't. Subverted my expectations. I love it when they subvert my expectations. So she took it up for the "you're crazy for believing," and then she somehow subtly just like took it right back down to where it needed to go, and it was just interesting. And I'm like, ooh. So that paired with like all the subtle little things that she was doing, you know, subtle little melismas and her vibrato. Her vibrato, it always sounds good. It's always magical, but it sounded so good in these lower parts of this verse. So like all of that paired together just made the verse part so interesting and so unique to Kelly. And then we got to the chorus where it's, you know, just nonstop belting, and yeah, she did that fantastically. But yeah, I really loved the things that she did in the verse. And then I love how the last part of it, she's just belting her face off. Oh, you ought to see her fly. Okay, cool, that's normally where the song ends. And then she's like, okay, now we're gonna belt up a little bit more. And then we have another reprise. Man, you ought to see her. And then another set of belts. And I'm like, girl, you better belt your face off. Go on ahead, girl. But yeah, love it. All right, so the next one we're getting into, I'm very, very excited about, and it is Kelly covering "What Do You Want From Me" by Adam Lambert. Now, I believe, from what I remember, the song was written by Pink. So we've got Kelly Clarkson covering an Adam Lambert song written by Pink. Now, that is a dream collaboration I would love to see. I would love to see the three of those people on one stage singing together, or on one track singing together. That sounds like an eargasm. That's a dream right there. So Kelly, Adam, Pink, whoever else I gotta talk to some people, make it happen. Give us this fantasy. But we're gonna dive in and just see what Kelly does with this song.
Slow it down. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Yeah, I'm afraid. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? There might have been a time when I would give myself away. Oh, once upon a time I didn't give a damn, but now here we are. So what do you want from me? What do you want from me? Just don't give up. I'm working it out. Please don't give in. I won't let you down. It messed me up. Need a second to breathe. Just keep coming around. Oh, what do you want from me? I'm working it out. Please don't give in. I won't let you down. It messed me up. I need a second to breathe. Just keep coming around. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
Yes. Okay, so with this performance, she looked stunning. I love this slicked back ponytail on the side, but it still had a little bit of volume on the top. Like, it just zoomed right in on her face, and she just looked stunning, so gorgeous. Oh my god, so simple but so effective, so gorgeous. The song, it was good. It was good. It was a good cover. I'll admit I didn't get everything from it that I was hoping to get from it, because like Adam Lambert is a beast of a vocalist, and especially on this song, like he goes all Adam Lambert on it at the end where he starts going up, screeching into the stratosphere and all that kind of stuff. And I was hoping that I would get, maybe not necessarily that, but I was hoping I was going to get some more of Kelly just like going off on the song, because Adam already did it in his version, so the song has license for you to just go off on it at the end. So I was hoping to get some more of that, and I didn't. I just got a really good cover. And there's nothing wrong with a good cover, because a good cover is a good cover. But there wasn't anything like amazingly special about it like I was hoping to get when I heard her name on this song. So, mixed feelings. It was good. It was good. They were good vocals. Good, strong vocals, but not as raw or not as much of like a vocal attack on the song as I was hoping to get. So, I don't know. Maybe she wasn't feeling well. Maybe she just, I don't know. Or maybe that's just how she chose to sing the song in that moment. Who knows? But yeah, not my favorite Kellyoke performance. Not a bad one in any way, shape, or form. Just I didn't get as much of a kind of attack on those vocals like I was hoping to get from it, but that's okay. Alright, so next we're going to dive into another one that I'm really excited to see what she does with it, covering Don't Know Why by Nora Jones. I love this song. I love Nora Jones's voice. She's got this sort of smoky, jazzy quality to her voice, and I'm curious to see what Kelly's voice is going to sound like on it, so we're just going to dive on in and find out.
I waited till I saw the sun.
Loving this dress.
Don't know why I didn't come. I left you by the house of fun. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. Out across the endless sea, I would die in ecstasy. But I'll be a bag of bones, driving down the road alone. My heart is drenched in wine.
Mine too, girl.
You be on my mind forever. Something has to make me run. I don't know why I didn't come. I feel as empty as a drum. Oh, I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Alright, see now that right there, that was so good. So good. At first when it started, I was like, okay, this felt like another just kind of going through the motions and just doing a good, decent cover of the song. I was like, okay, you can get two of those back to back. But then, like about a third of the way through, she did something, I don't remember exactly what it was, but she did something that was melodically different from the original. I was like, ooh, that's nice. And that was the start of this fun little journey she took us on, and there were so many different times when she just changed up the melody or did this melisma or did something so unique to the song that I was just like, ooh, yes. And then that one part where she just kind of scooped up into that nice light head voice, and oh, I was just shook it. So many good things about this vocal performance. Again, looks stunning. The same sort of slicked back, slight volume on the top ponytail. Again, it's a good look on her. It's a good look on her. Stylists need to remember. I mean, I love when her hair is down and all that kind of stuff. She's got lots of great looks, but this is a great look on her. Live for it. But vocals on it were chef's kiss. Beautiful. All right, so then the last one we are looking at in this section was another one that's been requested a number of times, and it is her covering Lizzo's Good as Hell. So let's see how good she feels. I'm hoping it's good as hell.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hey, hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Ooh, child, tired of the going, dust your shoulders off. Keep it moving, yes, Lord. Trying to get some new in there, swim there, going to the pool. Come now, come dry your eyes. You know you a star, you can touch the sky. I know that it's hard, but you have to try. If you need advice, let me simplify. We don't love you anymore. Just walk your fine ass out the door. Hey, I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Baby, how you feeling? Walk out, kick off your shoes.
There we go, baby.
Focus on you. The big fights, long nights that you've been through. I got a bottle of tequila I've been saving for you. Boss up and change your life. You can have it all, no sacrifice. I know it did you wrong, we can make it right. So go and let it all hang it out tonight. We don't
Come on, girl.
anymore. Just walk your fine ass out the door. I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Baby, how you feeling?
You better hair toss that ponytail, girl. Yes. Okay. Yes, queen. Yes. This is what I needed. So at first, I was worried. Just like in the last performance, just like with Don't Know Why. Same thing. Like, it started off and I was like, okay, this is fine. I'm going to get a good sort of cover performance, but I was hoping that something else was going to change at some point. Because I feel like it's just the way that melodically the song is written during the verses. It's very kind of just like talk, singing, almost rapping. So for like singing, it doesn't really give you a whole lot of license to do much unless you do like an octave flip and you're singing it up the octave or something. Other than that, it's just kind of like talk, singing in your chest. So that's what I was getting for the first bit of it. I was like, okay, fine. And it sounded fine. It just didn't really do anything spectacular for Kelly's voice. But then we got to the come now, come dry your eyes, part of the, like pre-chorus almost. And that's when Kelly's actual singing was starting to come through. I'm like, okay, here we go. And then we get to the chorus and then she starts, and then we got to the second verse, and then she did what I was saying you could probably do in the first verse whenever you got that sort of talk singing thing where you just flipped up the octave and it's almost like you're just belting through the whole thing. So that's what she did for that second verse, and it was just like vocals were so good from that first pre-chorus through the end of the song. Vocals were fantastic, so good, and it took me back to watching her do the medley at the Billboard Music Awards the first time she hosted. The second time she hosted was fine too, but like at that point we had come to expect it, so it's like, okay, yeah. But that first time where it just caught everyone off guard and she was just like bam, 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 knocking these songs out of the park, that's what this took me back to, that sort of vibe. And I lived for it, and she was having fun. That's one thing that I noticed in when she was singing Don't Know Why, and I don't know what time period that performance came from, but I had mentioned in a couple of my previous Kellyoke set reactions, not the more recent ones, but maybe like 4 or 5 sets of reactions ago. And that was around the time that she was going through like her divorce and whatnot, that I could clearly see like there was something missing. There was a spark missing in her eyes when she was performing. Like her vocals were always fantastic, but like if you looked in her eyes, it looked like she was just on autopilot, which is uncharacteristic of the normal Kelly that I'm used to seeing. There's normally this sparkle, this twinkle in her eye, and just this performance quality that she has that had been missing for a period of time. So, and Don't Know Why, I had that same kind of vibe where like, yeah, the vocals were fantastic, but looking at her performing, there was just something vacant in her eyes slightly. Like I didn't feel her connected to the song. But then the second the song ended and she was done singing and she like kind of snapped out of her performance, you could see her like smiling and, you know, getting back into like, okay, let's get on with the show type of deal. But like here, from the very jump, you could see she was having fun. Her eyes were sparkling. She was smiling. She was having her a good time. And I love to see it. So that alone makes this performance so much better. But then the vocals on top of it were beautiful, 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 soulful and strong and just delicious. All right. So y'all know by now, at the end of every Kellyoke reaction, we got to do our little ranking. So in 4th place out of the ones that we reacted to today, I am going to put, What Do You Want From Me? Again, there's nothing particularly wrong with it. It's just, it didn't do what I was hoping it was going to do. There was so much more that she could have done with it that I thought she was going to, and she didn't. But it was still good. Then in 3rd place, I'll go with, it's tough because they were all really, really good from this point. 3rd place, I'll go with Don't Know Why, just for like when I was describing about the performance and just looking in her eyes, she didn't seem like she was 100% invested, but the vocals were fantastic. Then 2nd place, I'll go with Broken Wing, and 1st place, I'll go with Good As Hell, because it gave me all my life just now. I'm living for it. But yeah, they were all fantastic performances, so let me know what your guys' ranking down is in the comments. And I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications so you'll be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave that down in the comments as well, and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. Love you guys.